can I just say your handwriting looks excellent. Your penmanship. I mean, it's very dense, but clean. It's great. It's terrific. Sorry.
Hello, visitors from another planet.
So guys, I love the movie.
Oh, great.
Thanks
for liking it.
I want to say that visually it feels like a more challenging movie than the first one. So in terms of script, how different was this? Or the biggest challenge you had to deal with?
Well, telling us, I mean, from a screenwriting standpoint, telling a story from two different points of view at the same time was really hard. It meant that like you had to be able to watch the movie from the brother's point of view, and it had to work, and then you had to go back and be able to watch it again from the sister's point of view, and it had to work. And it took a few years
to get that going. And it really is a movie that is more ambitious in every regard. You know, we wanted to feel more mixed media, so this time it has a lot of like paper cutouts and glitter and fabric and pipe cleaners and all that type of stuff to make it feel really crafty. There's stop motion and puppetry and cell animation and hand-drawn animation. And so it has this homemade vibe, but on a huge scale. So it's super fun.
So Tiffany, I'd like to talk first about your character, General Mayhem. She portrays this definitely not what it meets the eye thing. So what did you thought the first time you read the script? How did you felt?
You know, what I think is so interesting about this character, and many of the characters in this film particularly, is this idea of like, what am I supposed to be so that other people will see me the way I think I should be seen? Or what does a hero look like? What does a villain look like? How do they sound? How do they move? What do they do? And then sort of tearing apart that idea and saying really a hero is anybody that just steps up and does the right thing at the right time. Kids, but especially young girls, are struggling with all the time is this societal pressure to sort of perform, you know, to be all the things that everyone in your life is telling that you have to be as a girl. And this movie sort of explores and breaks down the idea of like, well, what if you just do what you want to do and just express yourself creatively in the way that feels truest to you? Can you still be accepted by people that way, you know? I think that that's like, the great thing about the Lego movies is that they sort of house these really kind of complex ideas about self, humanity, your relationship to others, your relationship to your own creativity, all in a really fun 2-hour movie.
So Batman, again, is stealing the show.
I don't know about that.
I mean, he's like this narcissist character, but people loves him. Why do you think that would be? And why did the Queen fall in love with him?
Yeah, more to the point. Why would you fall in love with a guy who's like this, obviously this total narcissist who's obsessed with himself?
Well, first off, she didn't necessarily fall in love. She knew that she needed him to bring the two kingdoms together. It was a business transaction. And she happened to see his true softer side because, see, narcissism is just to cover up who you really are. A sweet, sensitive guy.
Aliens took Lucy and the others. And I'm going to get them back. Hang on to your fronds, Planny.
Is there a part you remember that it was particularly difficult or that you enjoyed because it represented like a new challenge?
Well, there are visually so many challenges, you know, representing outer space, but with this kind of fabric that, you know, that Beatriz is using. And there's so many, you know, there's so many other design challenges.
The Queen and how she's like a shape-shifting character using replacement animation with the bricks was a cool opportunity. It was really hard to actually animate, but all the animators really were excited to take Tiffany's voice, which is so full of energy and so wild, and then turn it into whatever they could think of. So that was a fun new challenge.
Yeah, you can split like into sides, like your character, like there's one before and there's one after. What would you say was your favorite moment from all the movie?
My favorite, I think the scenes with my character and Elizabeth Banks' character Lucy are some of my favorite scenes. Really good writing, really good action scenes, just like great character development. I really enjoyed doing those scenes.
What do you like about the character, with Batman, I mean?
I love that he takes himself really seriously, but it is true. He does, a lot of it is a cover for you know, they say that you freeze emotionally at whatever age, maybe something traumatic happens, or you know, whatever. And I think that Batman's parents were murdered in front of him, quite, you know, obviously tragically. And so he froze at that moment. And so he's never developed emotionally. He's never been able to express himself emotionally. Maybe her character helps him
to
come in touch and open up with, yeah.
Uh-oh.
What would you like to do next?
Take a nap. I mean, this is a great world to play in. These characters are like family to us, so, you know, we'd happily make more of these. But more than anything, we'd like to learn the names of our loved ones again, yeah,
And get a little
catch
well-earned
up
rest.
on some
I think.
Z's.
It's true.
Maybe learn to exercise.
Oh man, that would be crazy.
Okay, in general, in your career, do you feel more comfortable doing comedy or doing drama? Because you have done both.
I have done both. Thank you. I sort of am the most in love with whatever I'm doing at the moment, but you know, weirdly, I really like drama a lot, you know?
So finally, for this movie, which new character was your favorite and why?
I really love Beatrice's character of General Mayhem. I just think there's something really cool about her. She's, you know, kind of sounds like Darth Vader, but with glitter. And there's something, I don't know, I just like that, how tough she's trying to make her voice, and that there's a sweetheart underneath. I think it's a really good emblem of the movie.
And I think it was really fun to make Rex Dangervest, who is sort of gets to show how far Chris Pratt has come in the last few years since we started making that first movie, and since he's become, you know, a giant action movie star, and to be able to showcase the two sides of Chris, because he still is the sweetheart like Emmett, but now he's also this like rugged heartthrob also. Exactly.
Okay, do you have finally a comment about these super cute creatures that are like your super secret weapon?
Yeah.
Do you have something to talk about them? Did you find it fun?
Those little hearts, those little exploding hearts, they're so cute. They're like painfully cute. Like when you see like a tiny little dog and you're like, like that. It's like that. They're cute like that.
So your character at first you kind of hate it, but then you totally love it. At least that's what I felt. What do you think the expectations on the people? How do you think the people will receive it?
I think the people will receive it well. I mean, she's bigger than life, like most queens are, and but all she wants to do,
except for the Queen of England.
Yeah, well, you know, you don't know her back in the days like I do. But here's the thing, like she, you know, Maya Angelou always said, when someone tells you who they are, believe them. And from the beginning she said, I'm not evil, I just want to give you gifts, just want you to be happy. And that's all she really wanted. And that's all I really want in life.
Lucy!
Emmett, did you draw stubble dots on your face?
What? No.